Here's Edmonds. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
In motion left goes Cooks. Second down and another run with Edmonds. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not getting the first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a good call there that brings up 4. Down now is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And this will be taken at the 13. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bears take over. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Back to throw. Fields. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, this defense for the Texans, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Fields now to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Neville Hewitt drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That's returnable now for Smith. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mills. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. First down, Mills. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Again, it's Mills. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mills now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears will take over here at their own 14-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything? I think it's making sure.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. First carry now for David Montgomery. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle. That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Steps away to his left. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I'll tell you what, it looks like he's shaking up that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job. They're picking up the run blitz and detecting it, blocking it, and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Fields. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket. He got enough for the 1st. Montgomery. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. To throw is Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. In motion left goes Cooks. On second down, this is Edmonds. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. He'll get this up to about the 44. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Play fake, Mills. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Jets have scored again, so they open up a 2-touchdown advantage. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Another carry now for Edmonds. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Got to certainly run with it. Let's go when those extra defenders on the field. Package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. On the return is Pettis. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Derek Stingley picks it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And the Texans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Mills. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4. There's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He was brought down by Malik Collins. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Montgomery back to the ground. To about the 26 here.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down. The Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Santos' kick is up and through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They go play action. Mills. Flush to his right. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll run with Edmonds again. Oh, Edmonds has it knocked loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So turnovers charge you figure will be key in the 2nd half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the 2nd half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And he returns this to the 22. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in. They kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mills. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Mills. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. on the handoff, it's Edmonds. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd down and another run with Edmonds. 53 yards on the ground for him so far. The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Now a give to Edmonds. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And again, they run with Edmonds. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and he was able to get it by playing. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. In motion left goes Cooks. They'll run with Edmonds. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw is Mills. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal. Another try after the first down sack. Mills. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
If you run an out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now it's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Pass to the right, there's Jones. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get...
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not he came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And some space here. The 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Going up the gun, Montgomery. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Montgomery on the counter. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Mills looking to throw it. And that is incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going. I think for more than later. Let's think along with the offensive coordinator now. Think back something through every play of this contest and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it. They'll get this complete to Collins. And he's brought down. They took a big shot there. It pays off. A solid gain downfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Mills back to throw. And that is caught downfield by Beckham. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
One last shot from Mills. Looking for the end zone. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ballgame is over.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound you can't call.